There have been 4 new shortcuts discovered on Great Block Ruins. You heard me right, 4 new shortcuts. And one of them is another method to do the final ring shortcut that I discovered. Instead of doing a charge jump into the shortcut, I found you can do a mini turbo trick into the second cone to get the extra height you need instead. I personally find this method faster and easier, but honestly, it's just down to preference. Next up, we have a faster version of the beginning shortcut. The first part is the same, but instead, you want to land late onto the second rail and basically instantly trick to completely detach from the rail and get a lower trick boost from this ramp instead. It saves about 2/10 of a second if done perfectly like you see in this clip. I actually find this method to be slower on lower handling combos because of how wide the bigger trick boost sends you on the next turn. I like to stay on the rail and trick off earlier to make sure you take the turn tighter a lot easier. However, you must use the detach shortcut to get this next shortcut where you completely cut off the next turn by wall riding this tiny sliver of floating ground. This lets you save around 1500ths of a second if done correctly, but is by far the hardest of these 4 shortcuts. The final new shortcut and the one that saves the most time is another variant of the final shortcut. Take a look. You take this shortcut just like the standard version where you go around, but instead you want to trick off the wall a little later, a little bit of a different alignment to trick off the final ring and left trick as many times as you can while landing early to hit this box to send you tight out of the off-road. If done perfectly, you can save over half a second over the normal quote-unquote ring shortcut. Now, I don't suggest you ever go for this shortcut online because 3/4 of the time, Lakitu will just pick you up randomly for seemingly no reason. The best reason I can come up with is you are either going too high or too low and trigger some sort of out of bounds hitbox that going middle somehow doesn't. Right now, the world record on this track is a 2:05.756 by Mystic, but I can see this track getting to sub 2 minutes by the end of the month if we see top players really grind out this track to its fullest potential. If you learned something new about this track, be sure to like and subscribe and let me know what you guys think of these new shortcuts in the comment section below.